Alright, welcome to Math 1314. This is just going to be an introduction to show you how to navigate Hawks Learning in case you've never used it before, or maybe it's been a while and you're not familiar. So once you get into Hawks, your user face or your home page, your dashboard will look like this, and it'll show all the classes that you're in. If you haven't paid for full access, up here you should see like maybe a bar that says temporary access, and it's telling you how many days, and from within the site you'll be able to upgrade to full access at any time. However, I just want to show you how to navigate from within Hawks. So whatever classes you're registered for, you can go to the very top and access your ebooks. So it shows all the courses that I have on my page. Whatever course you're in, you want to go down to that course, and then you can launch the textbook. So it'll be just like having a hard copy textbook, except it's digital. You have a table of contents which shows you all the chapters. For the most part, we're going to be starting in chapter 2. So for example, you want to go to chapter 2, it takes you directly to that page. It's hard to read, so you can, of course, zoom in and make it better. You can arrow back and forward to flip the page. Okay, I guess you got to be in that small view. You can also, which I think is kind of neat, grab it. You see how it folds, and grab it and drag it across. Once you get to the end of the section, these are good notes to look at. These are good to look at. Okay, and then like from this view, you can change pages just by hitting this arrow. I don't know why it zooms out every time. I thought it didn't. Okay, so anyway, I'm just kind of showing you how to thumb through the textbook. Once you get to the exercise problems, these are just additional practice problems from what you will see in Hawks. The neat thing about this is you have an answer key, and this is for the odd. So if you want extra practice, you can practice the odd ones in the textbook. And of course you can go here to answer key, so this is 2.1, and you just thumb over to section 2.1, so this is section 2, so 2.1, and it will show you the solutions to those odd problems. Okay, so that's one way to get to the textbook. I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Now, for the most part, you're going to be spending all your time in the course itself. So if you click this blue link, the title of your course, it will take you to your course. Now, here are all your homework assignments in order of due date. I've made all assignments due at the time the quiz is due, so you have a little extra time and be flexible. Then you have your web tests. So all your tests and quizzes are in here. So you have your quizzes. Please adhere to the syllabus. You have your quizzes, you have midterm, 2 quizzes and a midterm. And go back to my to-do. So just for example, let's say we want to do 1.8. So the same way that I got to the textbook, you can get there by going to this Learn. Learn will take you to the textbook. It's just in a different view. It shows you the objectives, and then you can thumb through, and you can get the definitions and all of the information that the chapter is going to cover. Also, you have some sample problems and some videos that Hawks is going to provide for you. So these kind of give you just a video example of how to solve a problem. Once you finish going through Learn, you can just hit Exit Learn. It's just really good to look at that. And then you have Practice. Now, practice is exactly what it is. It's just practice. You don't get any credit for doing practice. It's just helping you get ready for Certify. So this will give you problem types that you're going to see in section 1.8. So you can practice these. Now, from within practice, you have Tutor. Tutor will do one of two things. It will either give you a clue, or it will walk you step by step how to solve the problem, or a similar problem. So here's just giving you a hint. And then from within practice, you can also go to Learn from the Tutor section. Learn will take you right back to that textbook that we just went over. So you don't have to go through the Learn section itself. You can just go right to Practice, go to Tutor or Help, and then you can go to Learn. Okay, and then if you still can't figure it out, you have this Solution button. So once you do Solution, it will show you how to work the problem, and then it'll show you the answer down there. So then from there, you can go back to Practice. So once it gives you the answer, you can't, well, I guess you can solve it, but you can do try similar, and then you can get another problem, different number, same type. The problem is, like, if you go through Practice, if you skip, you can go forward, but you can't go backwards. Okay, so I don't know why that feature is not there, but you can skip whatever problem you know how to do and practice the ones you don't. I think that's all we want to know from the Practice section. You got Hint, Learn, and then get the Solution. And then I'm going to go back to Practice, and then I'm going to save and exit Practice. You can save it if you want to keep your progress. You don't have to. I'm just going to hit Save and Exit, and then I'm going to exit without saving. Okay, so here, Certify is where you actually get your grade for your assignment. You can start Certify, and then you can save and come back later. So it'll be similar to the Practice. I'm hoping that they're all in the same order, but sometimes they're not. You have 20 problems. You can miss 3 and master the assignment. So once you miss that 4th one, it's going to kick you out and make you start over. So make sure you know how to solve the problems and you're ready to certify when you get here. Because as you can see, there's no help button here, there's no learn. From here you can't get to the textbook, it's just you solving the problem. So I've set this up to be a little bit flexible. You can enter a wrong answer and it will give you a similar problem. Okay, you don't get to do that one. You can try each problem 3 times. Okay, so we're going to say try similar. Once you miss it 3 times, it's going to give you an X. You're going to lose a heart. Once you lose all your hearts again, you will be kicked out, and then you'll have to start over. I set it up to where you can attempt the Certify 3 times, like 3 strikes you're out. Once you fail it 3 times in a row, it's going to kick you out, and it's going to lock Certify. So I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit without saving because I haven't done anything. It's going to lock Certify. You won't be able to do this, and it will force you to practice before you can certify again. And in order to certify, you have to make 80 or above. So that's the thing. All you have to do is make an 80. Okay, so if you make an 80, or if you finish this assignment and you only miss 3, then you're going to get 100% for every single homework assignment as long as you master it. So mastery is 80 above. It depends on how many problems are in the section, depending on how many you can miss. Okay, so anyway, this is just a rundown. Hopefully this is helpful, showing you the Learn, the Practice, and the Certify, how to access your textbook, where to find your quizzes and your tests. So they're in this other web test to-do list, or the other web test tab. So other than that, if you have any questions, just please contact me, email, text, via Remind, and I will help you out with whatever we can. Alrighty.